This video was sponsored by Enhance, Elbilmek, ABRP Planner, Kempower and Bilkomponenter. Yo, what's up? Today we're finally gonna do it. We're gonna test 1000 kilometer challenge with Skoda Elroq 60. This is the 59 kilowatt hour battery. It charges at 165 kilowatt. I remember this is the poor man's SUV. So I estimated it should do it in around 10 hours and 10 minutes. Let's test it then. So it's now topping up in the garage, and then it's I think it's the brightest day of the year now, 20 or 21st of June. But yeah, so we're topping up in the garage. It's a nice car, huh? Less than 400k. Depends what starting price. You know, it's 300 something k NOK or 350k NOK. So this is highly affordable EV. But you still get the nice Skoda interior in here, huh? So if you look at car scanner here, see that we are at 99.6%. We're taking a 9.8 kilowatt into the battery. 58 kilowatt hour reported energy. Battery is nice and warm. So let me see, while we're waiting here, it says we'll finish in a couple of minutes. So if I go to navigation here, and then, can I just do this? Let's try to search for specular. Can we make it a specular? Well, no, this is, we can also stop at superchargers, no big deal, but we're gonna turn around. Yeah, there's the thing now. I have this car only for this weekend, so very limited time, plus I have some family trip. I'm actually gonna go to Lillehammer tomorrow, so we're gonna split this in 2 runs. Tonight we will only drive over here to Kungalv. Oh, sorry, either Kungalv or Spekerød, and then turn around. I should be able to see Ioniq once I zoom in far enough, right? Isn't it here? No, it's not there. Okay, obviously it's not there. But I mean, it's fairly snappy screen, right? Wait, where the heck is it? There, it's, oh no, that's Ljungskile. There, okay, finally. And the car will show you how many percent you will arrive with, but it's kind of clumsy compared to Tesla, which is the king of EVs. Is that here, if you want to see how many percent you will arrive with, you have to click there, and there, and there you can see 15% arrival. Really? Okay, we'll see. So I'll do all the preparation, and then off we go. We are now charging at Hogstorp, getting maximum speed. Look at this, 400 amp. Oh yeah, 162 kilowatt. Wait, is 400 amp max here? Voltage is actually quite nice and high, huh? We arrived at 1%. I barely made it here. Just hammer it like a mofo. It's already at 7% here, yeah. So we're gonna see now how nice and flat this charging curve is. But yeah, I mean, it's not the biggest battery, but it should still charge pretty fast. The newest technology from MEB platform. Oh yeah. Well, the battery is quite hot also. So on purpose I turn off HVAC so I don't interfere with the cooling here. But yeah, not much to do here. It's just a V3 supercharger as you know it. But actually tonight is midsummer. This is 21st of June. So it's the brightest day of the year. Wow, that is wonderful. Oh yeah. Now we're just camping here. Oh, look at that, Skoda. You have this logo here projected. What? Even on the poor man's car, you get all this, huh? Okay, you don't get electric adjustable seats. There is no travel assist here, no auto steer. Just in the back we have at least okay space, right? Yeah. So well, you have to pay attention here. Okay. Oh, look at that, 165 kilowatt now. So the plan is that since we are doing this night run, the short run, right, is that I'm gonna drive over to here, Kungalv, turn around, and then end up at Spekkerød. Here. Yeah, I can just navigate it now. So that's only a 96 kilometer loop. And then I calculated I need to charge to around 50%. Yeah, and that'll be good. Uh-oh. We already throttle. Well, it says 25%, but in display 20%, 21%. We already throttle then. Supposedly we can get the maximum speed until 30%, right? But not today, son, not today, because we hit 52 degrees Celsius here. We went deep and we hammered it, and this is what happens. So unfortunately, in this challenge, I'm not able to take the Falkenberg route. That would be actually a very interesting test, because here we have the high speed stretch with 120 high speed. Yeah, I need Germans here. Yeah, with 120 kilometers per hour. I bet if I would hammer past here and stop at I don't know, Halmstad or what's it called again, Melbystrand, at 5% or 1%, the battery would rapid gate, maybe even worse. So okay, well, at least we barely touched into it now to see what happens, but this is not ideal, and I even don't have the HVAC running right now. Okay, I will sit and wait here until I have enough juice to go to the next charger. Wait, how do I do it? Yeah, okay. We just have to wait until we have around 40, 45 or 50% then. Sorry for the weird sounds I make now. I had a popsicle laying around, so I just realized you can make the weirdest sounds when you enjoy this. But anyway, we're gonna drive 89 kilometers only, and I'm guessing we might spend 300 watt-hour per kilometer. So I guess that we will spend 45% of the battery. We should have enough margin now. I'm gonna get ready, but we are already down to only 88 kilowatt now. Even a Tesla will be charging faster at this level. Let's check here. Battery is at 48 degrees Celsius. Do we have any power gate? We have 165 kilowatt power output. Ooh, nice, full power at least. Okay, and I see that we charge for 16 minutes, so maybe not the fastest charging session, but hopefully we won't replicate on the other sessions, right? Right? Oh yeah, we're now at Spekkerød. Yeah, the battery cooled down on this, on this leg, and now we're getting full speed. But you see, this time we arrive at 10%. I start showing this instead, the energy content versus max, which is closer to the charge. If it was the other one, it would be kind of weird. Wait, was this the problem we had with the other car, Tavascan? Okay, whatever, the percentage where the stock in BMS is going to be 13%. No, 23%, really? Whatever, but okay. Next stop is going to be, sorry, Strømstad, 118 kilometers away. Gonna ride on the Ioniq wave now, all the way back. So, yeah, outside now. It's this vibe where I don't want to allow it to lock. Where I see lots of people traveling now, because this is the first day of vacation for kids. Yeah, the school is on vacation now. So I noticed that we have more traffic, and even over here at Spekkerød, there's another car charging here. Normally it would be completely empty here. So it's good that I do this run at night, because if I do it in daytime, we might even run into Laderstau. But wow, it is windy tonight. Oh, I had to hurry. I had to get over to the Circle K, get some food, and then by the time I'm done eating, then the car should be done charging, right? It is uber schnell, 167 kilowatt. Wait, did I mess up the charging? Uh-oh, am I at the cooling? I hope not. Well, we are good to go soon. So this will be a 16-minute charging stop from 10 to 60%. Yeah, it goes kind of slow-ish now towards the end, 86 kilowatt only. We're now at Ioniq Strømstad. Yeah, you can see the stalls over here. No Laderstau here. No one else except me charging here. But as always, boom! Every time, 165 kilowatt. But just like other MEV cars, if I leave the car and lock it down, come back and open the driver's door, the AC compressor speed would drop. I saw it last time. It was at 3,600 RPM, and then it's bloop, 0 when I entered, and then it ramped up again. So I should go to the restroom now and come back before it gets too hot, right? Alright, back on the road again. That was only 14-minute charging stop. We charged from 7% to 51% only. Actually, I calculated that charging to 45% yields the best 1,000 kilometer time in this car. And the next stop is going to be Vestby, yeah, Tesla supercharger Vestby. You know what's kind of funny is that when I charge to around 45-50% with other cars, nobody complains. But when I did with Tesla, they'd be like, Bjørn, I like your videos, but charging to only 50% is not realistic. You have to charge to higher state of charge. I'm like, wow, dude, come on, take a bun, sit down, and then watch the show. We're now at Vestby, charging up, yeah. Consistent every time now, nice. Not much to do. Okay, actually, let me show you now. This is going to be the last charging stop before I take the break. So I'll charge up here, and then by the time I reach Yes home, I might be low-ish, I'm not sure, 25% something. Just gonna navigate there. Yeah, we don't have enough juice now, no. Okay, it started bugging me about all this stuff, but yeah, and then we see. But, 3:22 at night now. Let's see if I can take a power nap. Right, always bring the storage bag pillow. Yeah, recline now. Good night. Well, we're now at the exit to Yes Home, so I'm gonna check the state of everything. We have 38% here, 22.6 kilowatt hour there. Battery is warm-ish, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, 30 degrees. Distance is going to be 614.7 kilometers, and then the consumption is 243. And well, actually, yeah, we need to calculate some stuff here now. Okay, we saved all the state now. Also important, it was 4:23 when we exited. It is now 1:51 at night. I'm getting ready to resume at the motorway. So what I need to do is, once I get there, I'm going to go to status here and then reset the distance to 0. Yeah, it's gonna be 153 by the time we get there. So, okay, I'll explain the rest. We just have to count the remaining distance now, 300 something to finish 1,000 kilometer challenge. We'll also take into account the 0.6% underreporting. So we would have counted the 994 kilometers, but okay, whatever. Let's get ready and then resume, and we'll see from there. Well, I'll go now. So we drove 614 kilometers roughly before we stopped, and that means we have to drive the remaining 300 something. So it's kind of weird we don't count to 1,000, because the reason for that is because in between I took a family trip, a 300 something kilometer family trip, so it would be weird. We had to count to 1,300, that's why. Okay, so we're gonna aim for Ioniq Tong, and that's 50 kilometers away. We have, wait, no, okay, Go might be not adjusted for it. Yeah, all right. Wow, it's 2 at night now, and it's still so bright outside. Wow, it's the brightest day of the year now. We are now at Tongen, charging up, and yes, as every time we get maximum speed, 165 kilowatt. And also, yeah, when we resume, we had 27 degrees Celsius here, so it was nice and warm. And we resume at 38% as we passed it. So everything has been correctly resumed, no problem. So, but now, okay, for the last part, we need to drive a little bit back and forth here. And we need 400 amps, so V2 supercharger over there at Brumunddal is not going to cut it. So we have to go for, well, actually only Ioniq now for now. Yeah, because they are the cheapest. Yeah, you can get the, you can see here, in case you guys don't know, if you're going on vacation, pro tip, you either get Tesla and or you get Ioniq Passport Power. And in Norway it's quite cheap. In the rest of Europe it's still quite affordable compared to many other charging networks. And the main reason is that if you go for Tesla or Ioniq, when you travel across Europe, you don't have to care about which country you are in, because if you go for the other CPOs that is in that country, once you go to Sweden, you have to go for another CPO, right? And then over here, you have to go for Clever in Denmark, and then in Germany, there might be some other CPOs. Why do you want to deal with that? Just go for one CPO or Ioniq and or Tesla. Ferdig snakka. All right, went to the restroom, grabbed some food, came back to the car. The cooling was running until I opened the driver's door, and then it stopped. Wait, does it work now? Not sure if it messes up now. No, probably only when I come back in the car. But okay, whatever. I'm gonna check that we are almost good to go. I estimated we need to spend 45% of the battery. We charge at 50%. Let's check the charging session. We're at 51% now. If you go to the stats now. So here you see the charging curve. Hey, that was a weird dip. Is that because it's thermal? Huh, interesting. Yeah, but this was, wow, 14-minute charging stop. Okay, let's go. We are now at Ioniq Rudshøgda, charging up. Yeah, nothing to show you. Everything is super consistent. But this time I will actually sit around in the car, so I'm not going to mess up the charging. I mean the cooling. But it's not running the cooling yet, but let me show you. There's not much to do here at night. Or actually, well, it's getting bright outside. Wow. Well, it's almost 4 at night, yeah. So plenty of chargers and everything is closed. But that's fine because I brought some food from Circle K I'm going to be enjoying. Well, we're good to go. We're at 51%. This time I didn't mess up the cooling because I was just sitting here. 52 now. Huh. Okay, let's check out how long this took. 14 minutes. Seems like, okay, you always get this, even though I was sitting in the car, you always get this little dip here. Seems to be a thermal limitation, maybe. Okay, maybe this was 1 minute faster than before. Hey, where's the charging time now? It seems like it's gone. GUN, you have to go back here. Okay, whatever, let's go. Alright, this is it, the last charging stop. Super consistent as every time, yeah. But, so the way we count is that we look at this, once it turns 379 kilometers, then that is, well actually, to be more accurate, we have to count down. We have to go here, driving data, status, and then this counter here actually, once it turns 379.3, that is 1,000 kilometers. And as for time, to keep it simple, you take the current time plus 4 hours and 39 minutes. That would be the 1,000 kilometer time. Actually, it's going to be 4:38 because we have to deduct 1 minute once we pass by here. But okay, whatever. Now we wait the final run then. Okay, still 168 kilowatts. Wow, I arrive at 10%. Seems like it's a slight advantage to flatten out the curve slightly rather than arrive with 1%, because then that tends to overheat the battery. Okay, whatever, we're not gonna go too complicated, but yeah, see now it's running only fans, it's not running the AC compressor yet. So it will always do this to heat up the battery to almost 50 degrees Celsius, and then it runs the AC compressor. Alright, this is it, the final run. First we drive now north to Kåterud, turn around, and then head south. And then with 99, or about 99, right around Yesholm. So yeah, it is cold over here, 7 degrees Celsius. But the sun has come up already, so the tarmac will heat up soon. Alright, let's do the countdown. 991, 992, 993, 994, 995, no wait, 995. 996, 997, 998, 9999, 1000 times 551. That means actually 10.5 hours. Wow, what was the consumption then? Stats here, long term. Okay, so it was this section. It was 379 and then 248 watt-hour kilometers. I have to calculate the total consumption, but 11.5 hours. Okay, well, it is what it is, right? So 1030, how good is it compared to the big brother Skoda Elroq? Well, we have Coupe RS, that was 2024, similar temperatures, 950, so that's 40 minutes slower. We have the ID4 for motion, also similar temperature, 940. So that's 45 minutes slower. So yeah, this is what you expect. Then you get a smaller battery, not so nice charging curve, but yeah, slower. But also, I want to keep in mind that we have the MGS5 that did it in 20 minutes. So it's actually 10 minutes faster than this car. And the MGS5 might be the closest competitor in price and also size. So yeah, the MGS5 was even in the colder run. So yeah, I get the feeling that maybe the MGS5 is better overall, because there you actually get MG Pilot, you get nicer seats, you get in general more equipment, but then the OS here, or the ID software here, is I consider it pretty good compared to many other cars. So I guess you have to choose then, huh? Do you want the practicality that you get in the Skoda, or the faster or more faster charging or faster 1,000 kilometer time and actually slightly more power in the MGS5? But I think those two cars are the ones you want to check out, and maybe, well, Kia EV3, with a smaller battery, not the big 82 kilowatt hour battery I tried. Could also be a good alternative, but that's Korean car, front wheel drive. At least the other cars I mentioned now, they are rear wheel drive. But overall though, I mean, this is a nice car. Yeah, I just feel like maybe the sound level is a bit high, but could be because of the Kumo tires, you know. Yeah, ABC always blame Kumo tires, right? But many times when I was just driving, almost didn't feel like I was driving Tourman's car. Okay, except that I didn't have pilot assist. But I felt like it was driving similar to the new Enyaq. Well, actually, I haven't tried the new Enyaq yet. Maybe I should do that first. But okay, anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching and talk to you later.